Welcome in on KGHS and KSDM. It is time for Tech Talk. Danielle, Doug, thanks for joining us.
Hey.
All right, hello.
Now, one thing I've noticed, which it takes a lot for me to notice something technologically. Home, Wi-Fi good. Work, Wi-Fi good. I walk the dog around and I get these notices that I'm, roaming or using data. Why am I not connecting to Wi-Fi other places?
Good question.
Good question.
Every child has this question as well. Why isn't my
thank
tablet
you.
working?
How come there's not Wi-Fi everywhere?
But it's also a concern of a lot of people. What is Wi-Fi and how is it connecting and why isn't it everywhere?
Yes. So Wi-Fi, first of all, do you know what Wi-Fi stands for? What it means, what it's short for?
I've heard it called Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi.
Tell us.
The word Wi-Fi, what does it mean?
Wireless finding.
Nothing. It means nothing. Nope. Wi-Fi originally was called IEEE 802.11b, direct sequence.
Wi-Fi it is.
But a marketing company said, yeah, we can't do that.
That's better for coffee shops. Can you imagine? Hey, we have free IEEE 802.
Right.
No, it wouldn't
Right.
work.
So a marketing company came up, and it's actually a trademark from the Wi-Fi Alliance that came up with this. But so Wi-Fi is just a wireless signal from a computer router, right? A way to connect to the internet without a wire plugging in. But it's different from a cell phone signal, which we're also used to. Cell phone is a type of wireless communication, but it uses a different type of technologies, and it's found in different places. And so
and you're paying different people.
And you're paying different people, right? Yeah, when you're on your cell signal, you're paying Verizon or AT&T or whoever. And when you're on Wi-Fi, you're either paying or not paying whoever's connecting to the internet, whether it be Midco or Frontier or whoever, right? And so many of us have Wi-Fi in our houses from Midco, Frontier, whoever's providing our internet. We have a black box somewhere in the house that is connected by a wire out to a cable, and then inside that black box is a modem and a router, and that router is sending out a wireless signal that we connect to throughout our house, and that's our Wi-Fi. And our phones, since they operate on cell phone, they kind of roam between Wi-Fi and the cell phone signal, and we notice no difference. But our computer doesn't do that. So if we go out of range of that Wi-Fi signal, suddenly our computer is not connected because it's not connecting to the cell phone signal. It's just connecting to that Wi-Fi signal.
Which is frustrating when you're 8 and you want to go on YouTube.
Right. Yep. Actually, yes. So Wi-Fi is secure, can be very secure, as long as we've talked a lot about security on this show, and you can set up passwords to lock down so nobody can access your Wi-Fi except for you. There's firewalls that act as kind of virtual walls that can help protect viruses and other bad actors from coming in, and those are all good things to investigate.
So if I've got Wi-Fi and a good password, I should be pretty much invincible as long as I don't leave my home.
Well, maybe not invincible, but yeah. And a Wi-Fi and a Wi-Fi password doesn't guarantee that somebody's not going to hack you. There are people out there who are able to do it, but so it's not Fort Knox, but you still need to keep in other measures to keep secure. So yeah, so it can be good.
So people can actually access your Wi-Fi. Are they your neighbors, or who are these people?
Yeah, so they can be. So anybody within range of your Wi-Fi signal will see on their computer or on their phone that, hey, there's a Wi-Fi signal available. And if they tap to join that Wi-Fi network, it might ask them for a password, or it might not, depending if it's a password protected or not. Or if they guess the password, or if they are able to hack the password, then they get on that Wi-Fi network. So while you may be sitting in your house all by yourself and be on the Wi-Fi, there might be 3 or 4 other people who are also on your Wi-Fi, your neighbors or people nearby who have been able to tap into it. And the more people that are on a Wi-Fi network, the more it slows down. All right. So in a house, you might have your Roku device on your television. You might have 2 or 3 tablets, a couple of computers, a few cell phones tapping into that. The more people you have tapping into that, the slower it gets.
So how do you know if somebody's on it, and what can you do to prevent it?
There are tools that you can use to see who is on your Wi-Fi. Now, it might not say the name of the person, but it'll say this computer with this name is on the...
Or the IP address.
The IP address, right, it will be if somebody's using your Wi-Fi. And there are then tools that you can use to block IP addresses so they can't come in. There are ways that you can then address that. And so you can talk to us at Small Town Tech, and we can lead you some of those tools. Or sometimes your internet provider may be able to say, here's how it works with our particular modems and setup, where you can access that kind of information.
So if you want to keep your bandwidth, like I found out, cat probably is not the best password to go with.
No, not necessarily, no.
Danielle, Doug, thank you for joining us this morning. We'll see you again next week.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Bye.